Member of Parliament's Special Budgets Committee, Frank Anodon, leading a campaign to probe CHRAJ Commissioner Loretta Vivian Namte after it emerged she spent more than $148,000 on rent. Anodon said the timing for the recent revelation is appropriate since Namte has for 2 years consistently turned down invitations by the committee to appear before it to answer allegations of corruption against her. According to him, the committee reached a consensus for her to be subpoenaed for her to appear before the Committee of Special Budgets. The Member of Parliament for Insamam Aduejiri in the Eastern Region revealed. Would Parliament subpoena the Commissioner again, and what are the implications for human rights and administrative justice here in Ghana? So we'll find out what more this committee can do in this case to probe the issue further in a bit. In the meantime, the Africa Center for Energy Policy has shot down moves by government to acquire an emergency power ship to address the current power challenges in the country. We'll look at that shortly, but I'm joined over the telephone by Member of Parliament for Dade Kotopong constituency, Ni Amasa Namwale. Thank you very much, Ni Amasa, for joining me here.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Ni, and so invitations have not been honored by the CHRAJ board over the past 2 years to look into.
Please, I beg you, please, speak the English that I will understand. Speak like a Ghanaian. What you are saying,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Your pronunciation, I don't get you.
I'm sure you could have simply asked me to repeat my question. Right, and so we'll give it a shot again. I'm fine by that. Your committee, the committee you're a member of, has called for the CHRAJ boss over the past 2 years to come before your committee to discuss issues which according to Anodon Prayer, have not been honored in the past 2 years. What more can you do in the face of this?
Well, I can't get the last end of the question you asked.
I'm asking, what's in your opinion? If you don't get it, let me tell you then. What's in your opinion? What, in your opinion, should your committee do about this issue we're faced with as a country?
Okay, we are still working on it for her to appear before the committee. You understand? We are still working on it for her to appear before the committee. But it is not about the latest thing that has come. It's about the recent thing altogether. About the CHRAJ briefing the Parliament of certain aspects of things that we don't understand. Ask certain questions.
You see, that was the premise of my question. The fact that you have tried before over the past 2 years, and she didn't appear before your committee. What more can you do beyond preparing to call her again?
Technically, she appeared. Technically, she appeared. She sent some of CHRAJ representatives to come. Technically, she appeared. But we wanted her in person. You understand? But technically, she appeared. We wanted her in person, to talk to her in person, to ask certain questions in person.
And so when she didn't appear, did you get the information you needed?
We summoned CHRAJ. CHRAJ appeared. CHRAJ appeared.
In other words,
the woman did not appear. So I don't want you to say that she didn't appear.
Granted.
We didn't summon her as a person. We summoned CHRAJ. So if a deputy commissioner comes, CHRAJ has appeared. If any of the commissioners come, they have appeared. You understand?
Granted. And so did your committee have a hint of any of these issues that we are now knowing of as a people of Ghana?
No, you see, when things come, we have to study it. Then we have to need to know whether we have to call her to come or we don't have to call her to come. So what I'm hearing in the news now, there is some money that were paid to accommodation, etc., etc. Is it within their budget?
But that's the question your committee is supposed to be asking. Did you find answers to it?
That's why I'm saying that. Is it within the mandate of the budget of CHRAJ, the financial administration of CHRAJ, or the financial controller, who ordered him? Is it the administrator that ordered him to go and pay? All this is need to be clarified. So we are, at the moment, we are on recess. Now we have to network ourselves and see whether we have to call an emergency meeting to call us, come and tell us certain things about what we are hearing in the news.
I get that bit. Now, you told me that you summoned CHRAJ. CHRAJ came forward. The question I asked...
We did not summon her. We summoned CHRAJ. We summoned CHRAJ. We didn't summon her. We summoned CHRAJ.
I'm not sure you're listening, because if you listened, I said you summoned CHRAJ and CHRAJ appeared. Now, here's the question. Did you know, did you find out from that summons some of the things we are hearing now? Because this is not over the past 2 months. This is over the past 3 years. So did the committee...
I told you, we summoned CHRAJ, CHRAJ came, and the committee, it is not the deputy commissioner that we are looking for. We are looking for the commissioner. They apologize and they say they'll get back to us. We are now on recess. So when we come back from recess, then we know what to do.
And so there was no...
Maybe that's what we are doing. We are not going to ask them the things that have come now. It's about certain things that we don't understand as a committee for them to explain to us.
I think we should have a complete conversation. The Special Budget Committee is supposed to look into the budget of organizations or institutions as CHRAJ. And you didn't get to have that interaction with CHRAJ because you summoned CHRAJ.
You know, I'm very sorry that a news media like Joy is trying to twist the situation. I keep telling you the truth. You keep twisting it. What is your motivation?
I'm not sure.
What is your motivation?
It's a shame that you also think that indeed that is what I'm doing. Give me the opportunity to explain myself.
Media, and I'm giving you the facts of the case.
You're giving me the facts. That is true.
And spin and twist and spin and twist.
You don't think we should get an understanding of what you're saying? I'm surprised. You think there should be a motivation to this.
You ask me a question, I give you an answer. You ask me, I give you an answer. You still want to twist.
Because I want to understand what you're saying. Another member has said that indeed Loretta didn't show up. You say indeed CHRAJ showed up. I wanted to know, was there an interaction that came up with the result? Then you explained that indeed the committee had told the deputy commissioner that you needed her, the boss instead, not the deputy commissioner. Then we wrap up on that conversation.
The reason why we're calling them, we're calling CHRAJ.
I'm sure it's the very question I've been wanting to have answered.
We're calling CHRAJ. We're not calling CHRAJ to come and ask them about accommodation in dollars and all this. That was not the reason why we're calling CHRAJ. We have the agenda. The agenda has not been given to the public.
That is the question.
To say that the woman was called by CHRAJ, by the committee, and she ignored it.
And you haven't been listening. I didn't say that. Another member of the group, if you give me an opportunity, you would understand what I'm saying. Another member of the Special Budgets Committee had made this known to the media that Loretta Lamte was invited to CHRAJ and she turned it down. That is not what me, Kemini Nyamani Amano, is saying. But let's progress in the conversation.
I am telling you on authority that CHRAJ was invited. They appeared.
We have an understanding of that.
We said we don't want the deputy commissioner, that we want the commissioner herself.
And I think
she was out of the country. So we when Parliament will convene, then we'll call her again because of all these things that are happening.
And I think so we have an understanding of that.
She refused to come. I'm telling you that she. That was called. We didn't write her name.
Are you sure you're listening to the conversation?
We did not invite her in the capacity.
I'm sorry. If you can't listen, we can have a conversation. Thank you very much for your time.